All right, here we go again. It's Sunday morning. Aaron here, Simon Says Farms, and today we're going from here to here, where I am now. You just saw it on the map, to Tulsa, Oklahoma, which will put us within hours of delivery. Within about an hour and a half, I think, of the delivery. I'm going to keep this simple. This video probably a lot shorter because I just realized how bad I made yesterday's video. I think there were over like 70 clips of like different, in other words, it's going to be really hard to edit. So I'm going to keep this one short. This hotel room was definitely better, right? I've already talked about that. One thing I forgot to mention was my whole hotels.com thing. Not only did I save like $12 by ordering it through the website instead of paying the guy right at the desk. This is not sponsored. I'm just sharing data. I think for every 10 rooms you book on hotels.com, you get one room for free, and that one free is the average of the 10 you spent. So you're basically getting 10% back. So if this room cost $100, that's another $10. So if you get what I'm saying. So with Olivia's gymnastics stuff coming up and all the different things we do, I try to book all my rooms through hotels.com, and it goes ding, you want a free room or whatever. So that's cool. It's kind of neat. So that's it. It's time to get out of here. It's time to get moving. I think you saw it's about 8 hours, almost 600 miles on plan for today. Possibly another casino, but I don't think I'm going to play anything. I just walk around and look because there's food, there's bathrooms, there's a lot of walking, there's stuff like that. It's a Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's just what I put on the map for my target. I don't even know if I'm going to go there. I am done in here, but I got razor burn. When I left the house, I shaved at home. Unfortunately, an old razor. And it got me, and it hurts. Too bad I don't have any Goat Milk Lotion with me. All right, I'll see you guys on the road. So it's gas time. I'm wearing shorts. It's 38 degrees outside because it's going to be 76 later this afternoon here where I am right now up in Illinois. But when I get down to Oklahoma, it's going to be 80. Fill up time. That's it. Gas fill up. And oh, funny story about Starbucks. Look in there. Yes, the car's a mess. There's 2 coffees and only 1 person. So they made it wrong. But I didn't know they made it wrong. I'm standing there, I'm waiting, and I see this coffee come out, and they yell Aaron, and they said they had like 3 different orders for Aaron's and all that stuff, and it was getting to be a funny conversation about does your name start with an A or an E, and why is it spelled differently, and A.A. Ron, and from the joke from Saturday Night Live. And then I go, this isn't my coffee. It's like white. That. Whoa, hang on. That. I'm like, no, mine's supposed to be that. Oh, we'll remake it. I'm like, no, you don't. No, we'll remake it. So they remake it, and they go, do you want that one too? And I said, well, I am driving 700 miles today. That's like, they're like, yeah, we're just going to throw it away. I go, no, we don't throw away food. We got to stop throwing away food in this country. I'll take it. So I'm going to be all sugared up. And it's already started. You saw how fast I just talked. The caffeine's going crazy today. Look at that, $34. Completely full. Time to go. So this is so interesting. I'm listening to an audiobook called Don't Play It Safe by Chase Jarvis. It's on Audible. You can go download it if you want. It's very headspace type of book. They're talking about intuition.
and gut feeling and trusting your gut. And they reference it to Sullenberg landing the plane on the Hudson River. And I don't, it's very, you'd have to go listen to the book if you wanted to, but it talks about how he had 4,000 plus hours in that airplane, maybe 30,000 hours of flight time over his 40-year career and everything. And all that data, all that knowledge was thrown out the window pretty much. And he went with his gut to land the plane in the river. And there's like this science as the way intuition and your gut feeling works. They actually talked about it, how the brain can process something so fast that it skips your cognitive. It's very complicated but interesting how gut feelings sometimes we don't trust because it comes out of nowhere almost, but it actually doesn't come out of nowhere. It's very interesting science. But the reason I started the phone is because what hit me is this trip, right? We had to deliver this soap to the Arms family. We had to get it to them. We had no choice. We have to get it to them by this date. My intuition, our gut feeling, Liz and I, was that we don't want to trust the shipping companies because we can't take that risk on the timing of them getting it there. So then, when it comes down to a 1,700 mile trip across the country, hang on. I really didn't like that camera angle. So, this plan, this idea has been put together for about 5 weeks now. And over those 5 weeks, do you think I literally took a map and mapped it out completely, put a little red dot on a map all the way from Connecticut to Oklahoma? The answer is no, I didn't. I used a compass instead of a map. And what I mean by that, oh, hi, horsey. Squirrel moment, there's a horse in that trailer. And he was looking at me. It's kind of like the direction of life. And Liz's post the other day about how we make soap and lotion and the YouTube channel and this and that. When you use a map and a dot, this came from this book and it really resonated with this audiobook and it really resonated with me. When you use a map and you plot out a line, you're using someone else's data, right? Whoever made the map, other people, like Google, it's their data, and I'm taking it, is their data right? Is it wrong? Is it really the way to go? You know, in life, does somebody give you the exact directions? Like, okay, you need to graduate high school, you need to go to college, you need to get this degree, you need to study this, you need to get this job, you need to buy this house, this kind of car, have this many kids. You're following somebody else's plan, not your own. Instead, a compass just points you in a direction, and you need to figure out the path. And that's exactly what I did on this trip. I just knew what direction I needed to go, and I will figure out the path on my way and make adjustments and say, you know what? That road looks more interesting than that road. And then, yes, there's that discussion of time. Like, you guys are so busy. You and Liz are always so busy. How did you find time for this? And it's not about you don't find time, you make time. You carve out time. It's like a block of wood. If you had a massive block of wood and a chisel and a hammer, you can carve it the way you want. It's just like your life. If your life's going to be 100 years long, you know, if you can make it to 100, which with modern medicine is very possible, how are you going to carve out that 100-year block of wood? I'm cutting off my head in this shot. You know, how do you plan to carve it out? And if you make a wrong carve, right, you could always sand it down, get it nice and smooth again, and carve something else. It's malleable. I don't know, I'm in such a headspace. This is what this trip was all about. There's a lot of planning, there's a lot of research. I've gotten phone calls done. Like, we're staying busy. Liz and I have talked. I took down notes of different projects we want to do. Like, there's a lot of thinking going on, which is great. It's like almost slowing down, but not slowing down. Getting two things done at once, right? The travel for the delivery and the headspace of where do we go from here? Like, what's next for us? Like, What else do we want to carve into that block of wood, you know? Just, that was an interesting concept when he said travel with a compass. More compass, less map. That's what I got for you. Back to driving. Check that out, right out the window on the right. I've never seen it before. The arch. I talked to my dad yesterday and he was like, I ran under that arch. And I was like, Dad, I'm not in that state yet. But there it is, somewhere over there. Let's see if I can get past this truck. And then we might see it right there. Oh shit. Did I just end up on the right? Wrong. 55 South is up there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see. It said left 2 lanes. That's where I am. But I see a sign way up there on that highway that says 55 South. Maybe that connects. Well, we'll soon find out in a minute. It'll be my first real wrong exit of the trip. No, I think they're joining together. Oh, there's the arch again. Right over there. Can you go up into that thing? I don't know if you can. I really don't know. I don't know much about it. Dad might know. Yeah, we're in the same place. 55 South. Okay, but I gotta go to 40B West. 40B, take exit 40B. Oh, look at all that. That's cool. Bridges and boats and all that cool stuff. The big arch, the big city. All right, 40B and then 40BW.
Welcome to Missouri.
Welcome to Missouri. There it is. Welcome to Missouri sign right on the bridge. 40B West. 40B. This is 40B right here. I-44 West ramp. That's this one to Tulsa, which is where we're heading towards. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oh, look, a stadium right there. All right. That's it. I just got off the phone with Quinn. I accidentally woke him up. It's Sunday sleepy day for him. And then I talked to Olivia. She wants to go to the mall because she's bored. I'm like, don't go to the mall because you're bored. Today's your relax day. That's what it's supposed to be. Bored is a good thing. Go ride your bike, go do some things outside, but it's non-gymnastics day. She did 6 days in the gym, no, 5 days in the gym this week. So you need a day of not a lot of stuff. But she's you know, I almost said teenage girl, but she's definitely not a teenage girl. She's only 10, but she wants to go to the mall. I'm like, oh no, we're in trouble as this one gets older. Jake's got to go to work in a couple hours. Tyler's working on motors. Mom's working on the website, and I'm working on this delivery. This is the longest single stretch of the trip right here. 377 miles on the same highway. 44 West, all the way across Missouri. Some of it right through a national park, which could get kind of interesting once we get out of here. And once we get out of the city here, we'll start getting into the woods from what I read and looked at. Trying to get my other map, my Where Am I in the Country map. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Whoa, that car bounced like crazy on the back of that truck when he hit that bump. Let's get past him. There we go. My Where Am I on the Country map. That's all that map does for me, is show me like a little dot of where I am in reference to like home and everything. It It should reload a little more information, but that's where I am. And that's my actual directions. And that has no GPS. That's just my audiobooks and my music. So that didn't work. It was time to get out, do some walking. I've done 254 miles so far today. I have, let's see, hang on, where was I trying to go? I ended this. I gotta go to Tulsa. Where is it? Oklahoma, right here. Oh, I forgot, never put it in park. Directions. So I still have 4 hours and 10 minutes, 300 miles, 299, 300 miles to Tulsa, Oklahoma, which gets me pretty close, like I said earlier. But that's going to put me there at like 4 o'clock on a Sunday, which technically we're meeting on Monday, which is too early. So I'm like, I got time. I actually tried to go to a camper store, you know, look at some RVs, walk around, but they're closed because it's Sunday. So I went into Facebook events for local things. I figured Sundays, church days, it's Bible Belt area. Like maybe there's some event going on, like a flea market or a tag sale or something like that. So I found an event that was on Facebook Marketplace for October 20th, Sunday, right here in this little town, literally right here in this parking lot. And I see nothing. It was supposed to be like a flea market, outside event with like pumpkins and apples and vendors and, you know, like a local flea market. Yep. I did something wrong. I don't know what happened. So I left that vacant parking lot and I took a wrong turn because, well, not a wrong turn. I took a turn to go find a place, bathroom or something. And I went down the side street over here and then I turned another way and I found it, or I found something. I don't know if it was the same event, but I found something. This is what I mean by that compass. I'm going in the right direction, but this was not on the map. So that was super cool. Live music, food, crafts, indoors, outdoors. I can't tell you what I bought because I actually bought a Christmas present for a child. So we can't talk about that. I gotta hide that for a couple months. And now get back in the car and keep moving. Okay, I interrupt this broadcast because I
screwed up. So on this trip, I had to go from the camera to a laptop with all the camera footage every day. And then the laptop got full of all the footage. And then when I got home here to the farm, I then took all the footage off that laptop and had to move it to our computer. But I couldn't find a way to go straight from laptop to computer, so I had to use a hard drive in the middle. So the footage had to move like 4 times all the way over to the computer that I edit on, the one you see here. It's a big monitor and that TV screen up above. I was watching the Arms Family while I was editing. Come to find out, I lost the whole second half of the day you are watching right now. So I got to Missouri. I made it all the way through Missouri. You are now in our little tiny farm store, which is a mess right now because it's in the middle of spring and Christmas, but we're gonna get this all cleaned up and set up. And Mom was wondering how many mugs we had, and I had to go look. I don't know where that one came from. That's weird. We sell these in our store. These we don't make, we find. And then we put our mugs down here. So we have no chaos coffee mugs. We fill all this with coffee. And then all this will get changed out with all the new Christmas stuff. Usually all the new stuff goes in here. And then this is all standard type stuff. And then you have the holiday table, and then you have the super premium stuff all goes here, and then you have the simple suds maze. Here, I'll fly you over the maze. Look at that. Woo! I'm gonna make you sick. But my point is, I lost all the footage. Oh, later in that day, I saw on the highway these billboards that said fudge 12 miles away, chocolate covered pretzels 11 miles away, candy 10 miles away. It was genius. They had 13 billboards on the highway, one every mile. And it was a massive candy store with and it was at a rest stop at a gas station. It was right there before going from Missouri to Oklahoma. I stopped there, I grabbed some candy. I actually gave some to the Arms family. I brought some home for the kids. And then I made it there. And one thing that happened, this is the most amazing thing ever. Right around the time Houston shot his buck, if you're watching their channel, and right within the same hour is when I showed up in their neighborhood. And I was about to get a hotel room, and Daniel was like, just stay at our merch building. That's what I built it for. The merch building has an apartment off to the side, and they let me stay there. So I stayed at the merch building overnight. I had a key code. I was able to get in. They gave it to me. I didn't even see them that night. And then we met up Monday morning. So that is the end of this video, which will end Sunday. This ends the trip for the Sunday travel. And then we met up Monday morning, and I got another video for that. So I will see you guys again tomorrow. I gotta find a better way to make sure I don't lose footage in the future. Goodbye.